Hey guys, this is pretty creepy even for me. I'm in my garage just with my flashlight. It kind of is a good place to be as I'm in a tight, trapped spot, which is just like our ghost story today. It's called the vault. A vault can be another word for tomb. If you remember what tomb means, you probably know where the setting of the story is going to take place. There was a boy named Sam. And Sam always did everything his father said to him. So one summer, when his father came up to him and said, "Sam, my friend, Mr. Worthington, has got you a job." Sam was excited because he wanted to earn money. But there was a problem with the job that Mr. Worthington wanted Sam to do. See, Mr. Worthington was an undertaker. That means he worked in a funeral home with bodies. Sam did not like this idea, but he wanted to make his dad happy. So Sam said, "What do I need to do?" So his father replied, "Just go to Mr. Worthington, and he will tell you everything that you need to do." So Sam went over to Mr. Worthington's office. His office was in the graveyard. He knocked timidly on the door. Mr. Worthington answered. "Come in, Sam," he said with a happy voice. "I know this is not a job that you would like, but I will pay you well." So Sam liked the sound of that, and he said, "Mr. Worthington, what do I need to do? Do I need to work with the bodies or anything like that?" And Mr. Worthington said, "Oh, no, not at all. All you need to do is dig the holes where we'll put the coffins, mow the grass, and make sure that the gravestones are looking pretty good." And so Sam thought, "Oh, well, this won't be that bad at all." He really didn't like working around the coffins, but as long as he didn't have to see any bodies, then that would be okay. So Sam worked there, and it was a little bit creepy at first, but he realized he could do it. And so one day, Mr. Worthington asked him to do something. He said, "Hey, Sam, you're looking pretty confident. Would you do me a favor? Would you tidy up the inside of one of the vaults?" Now, before Sam realized what a vault was, Mr. Worthington said, and I'll pay you double for the amount of work that you're doing." So Sam heard that and said, "Sure. Do I just need to sweep? Do I need to polish? What do I need to do? What is a vault anyway?" And Mr. Worthington replied, "Well, a vault is like a small building where families put all the people that have died in their past. So come, I'll show you." So as they walked through the graveyard, they came to a small building, and they went inside. It was filled with coffins, about 25 of them. And Sam looked and was like, "Mr. Worthington, I have to clean this? What do I have to do?" Mr. Worthington said, "Well, families like it if you polish the names where people are buried, and if you sweep it out and make sure you get rid of all the spider webs, because we don't want people to be buried here in a gross place." So Sam got the chills. Oof. Oh, he said he'd pay me double. I guess I'll do it. Mr. Worthington said, "Sam, don't worry about it. You can come back tomorrow and do it." So Sam went home that night, got his confidence up, felt really brave, and knew the next morning he'd start out bright and early so he could be cleaning it in the daytime because he did not want to do it at night. Would you want to do it at night? Well, Sam got his broom, his polish, and went to go into the vault. He pulled really hard on the heavy door, and it creaked as it opened. Oof! He thought, good thing these people in here are already dead. Well, he went in on this nice windy day and started cleaning. He swept it. He swept and polished, got all the spider webs out, and he took out the dustpan and threw the dirt out. It was so windy that the dirt blew back in. So he went back and swept again. And he thought to himself, wow, it's really windy outside. And before he knew it, the wind blew the door of the vault shut. with a giant slam. The door shut. Sam ran, banged on the door, yelled and screamed, but because the door was so thick and heavy, no one could hear him. He realized he was in here by himself. The only person that could help him was him. Well, Sam looked around, looking for anything that he could use to push open the door. There was nothing. But he looked above the door, and there was a small, open window that let a little bit of light in. But he also realized he would be able to climb out of there. But it was much too high to jump and reach. And he didn't have a ladder. So as he sat down to think about it, he thought of a solution. He could use the coffins to climb on. Now, I don't know about you, but I would not do that. But I guess if you're trapped, it's the only thing you can do. So Sam got the coffins, and he smartly built a set of stairs out of them. And he was carefully climbing up the coffins and building. He realized that he was soon able to reach the window. So he carefully walked up, and he was on the very top coffin, standing on his tippy toes. And he reached up and grabbed the windowsill. And at that moment, the top coffin broke. His feet went inside the coffin, and he was getting scraped up by the wood, and he felt his legs get caught in the wood, and he tried to pull and pull and pull, and finally he was able to pull himself up onto the windowsill, and he jumped down. He landed, screaming, "I made it! I'm safe! Help me! Help me! Is someone there?" Mr. Worthington heard the screams from the office, and he ran and came and helped Sam. And he saw his legs were all cut up and said, "Sam, we need to get you to a doctor right away." So Sam was brought to the doctor by Mr. Worthington. And as the doctor was cleaning his legs, he said, "Young man, Sam, what happened to your legs?" Now, Sam didn't want to risk losing his job, so he said, "Well, doctor, Mr. Worthington, I was cleaning and I just got cut on some old pieces of wood." And the doctor looked at him and said, "Young man, wood would not cut you like that. Those are human bite marks."